welcome to the Feinstein Summer Concert. I'm Dr. Kristina Deligiannidis, and I specialize in a dynamic, growing field, reproductive psychiatry. My research focus specializes on women's mental health during their reproductive years, especially around pregnancy and delivery. In medicine, there are moments that change everything. Moments that make history. A few years ago, I lived such a moment myself. I was coming in to check on my patient, a new mom testing a new idea to combat severe postpartum depression. Postpartum depression had robbed this woman of her former self. At what should have been a joyous time, she felt totally despondent, disconnected from her baby, inadequate as a mother, dark, hopeless, feeling like a failure. That woman, just 24 hours later, was now sitting up in bed, chatting with the nurses, planning her son's birthday party on her iPad, and smiling ear to ear. It's a total transformation. Her family came in and were amazed by the difference. Her mother was sobbing with joy, asking me, "What did you give her?" We had given her an IV filled with a new medication that rebalances the brain in a completely different way. It was an unconventional approach that disrupts conventional thinking, the kind of trailblazing medicine that Northwell supports like no one else. It's because we have a leader in Michael Dowling, our president and CEO, who always challenges us to disrupt the status quo. He never settles for less than what great health care can and should be, and has created a culture like none other. Northwell Health gave me the freedom and the resources to expand that study. The result? We helped develop the first ever FDA-approved medication for postpartum depression. A treatment that can lift women out of despair, not in weeks or months like other antidepressants, but in 3 days. This is huge, and the need is enormous. Did you know that postpartum depression is the most common complication of childbirth, striking 1 in 9 new mothers? We deliver nearly 40,000 babies each year at Northwell. That's approximately and greater than 40,000 women who may be affected. And the suffering extends to the whole family. A new baby may fail to bond with mom. Her other kids and spouse may feel disconnected, lost without the woman they knew before postpartum depression hit. Until now, no one had figured out how to stop postpartum depression so quickly. As recently as 20 years ago, some doctors would tell women, "Don't worry, honey, just go out and buy a new dress. That'll make you feel better." We're never going back to that. We now have something real to offer. Today, we're bringing this pioneering solution to thousands of women and their families, getting them back to their lives, their babies, and their happiness. But we're not stopping there. This is Northwell. We've cracked open a whole new way to treat depression, We're already conducting the clinical trials, studying the pill form of this medicine to see if it will help people, women and men, suffering from many other forms of depression. What's even more exciting? We're taking these new ideas about brain chemistry and we're bringing them to our work in teleelectronic medicine, trying to figure out if there are possible ways to lift women without using any medication at all. This might seem pretty far-fetched, but what seems impossible is becoming possible at Northwell.